I got to begin with this news that was so big that soccer fans on the flight here were like tapping me on the shoulder. Folarin Balogun is going to play.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
Great question. You know, I think we were all kind of in the dark until this morning. We were on the bus and we saw reports that said that Flo was going to be available for the game. And again, you know, in this modern day, there's AI and things like that. And so we just kind of didn't give it much thought. And then we got off the bus and everything was confirmed. And so we kind of had a little party. It was really cool. I know it was a big relief for Flo, but also I think it gives us a little bit more confidence going into this game.
How does it change the approach?
Yeah, I mean, all week long we've trained with Flo. You know, in training he hasn't missed a day. So for us, you know, it's business as usual. But again, you know, I think when you have your starting guy who's been scoring a lot of goals for you this tournament, I think it definitely gives you maybe an extra ounce of confidence that you need.
Any theory as to how this reinstatement, this suspension of a suspension happened?
No, not quite. You know, I think you know, there's been a lot of experts saying it can't be appealed, and there's been some that have said it can be appealed. So genuinely, I have no idea where it came from. But no, I think we spoke about it a little bit on the bus. Maybe it was the way that Flo conducted himself after the red card. I think maybe that opened the door for potentially this decision. So and I think I give a lot of credit to Flo. He could have obviously gone the other direction with his response, but
Yeah.
it was, you know, I think very refreshing that we got this decision.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. All right, what does this game mean?
It means everything. It's a knockout round game against a really good opponent in Seattle, who, you know, they've been great to us so far. So for us, every time you're able to wear the red, white, and blue, it means the world to us. But again, you know, it's a knockout round game, and we're going to continue on this tournament. So it's a huge game for us tomorrow.
This is your first World Cup. What is it like being this kid from Alabama,
Yeah.
where football means something else, to being on this international stage, representing the United States?
Yeah, it's something that I had dreamt about my whole life, but it didn't quite feel obtainable. Not many people from Alabama are playing professional soccer, and especially not playing for the national team. So this is something that my whole life I wanted to do, and now that I'm able to live out this lifelong childhood dream of mine, it's been amazing. My family's been at the games. My daughter's been here. My girlfriend, my brother, sister, mom, dad, and it's been amazing. And I know they're also living out a dream through me.
Do you feel like you could say to people, do you get it now? Can you see? This is the most popular game on the planet.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because I remember growing up telling people I wanted to play professional soccer, and people would laugh or they'd do this and that, and I always had my head down saying, okay, I'll prove it to you. And now that all of America has been able to experience this soccer culture that I've loved my whole life, it's been amazing. You know, people enacting with people from Germany, from Sweden, you know, you name it. You know, just being able to be around people from different cultures, it's been really beautiful.
Help me understand this thing with the songs. There are like particular songs for when you take the field, for warm-ups, for after a goal, and then if you win. Who makes those choices?
I'm not sure. That's a great question. I think the Federation pushed a few songs forward before the tournament started, and I guess they kind of tried to figure out which ones would stick. And so I think Country Roads became our song just because I think it sums up America, and I think it sums up this team.
How so?
Well, I mean, it's crazy. We have an Argentinian coach who loves country music, so that was already a check. But I think we have guys from all different walks of life. When you think of this country, we have guys from every pocket. On top of that, we have guys who are dual nationals. We have a foreign coach. I think it's just a big melting pot of religion, of race, of backgrounds, and I think that's what makes this country beautiful. And I think you very much see that throughout this national team.
And so what, the lyrics "Take Me Home" just mean something to everybody?
To everybody, regardless of your journey of how you got to this national team, regardless of if you grew up stateside or you grew up in Europe or Asia or wherever the case is, all roads lead home.
You've got to hear that song 4 more times
That's
to be
the plan.
World Cup champions?
Yeah, that's the plan. I mean, I think being able to hear the national anthem is the most beautiful thing, but then also hearing that song is also very much a close second.
Yeah. What does it mean to you to represent America right now?
It's something I've dreamt of my whole life. Playing this sport has brought me so much joy, and obviously growing up here has brought me so much joy, and being able to reciprocate that feeling to not just my hometown, to my family, but also to hundreds of millions of Americans who are who we represent when we wear these colors. It's been amazing, and it's been cool to see the country kind of catching the soccer fever and backing us the whole time. And I think we're Americans, we love winners, and I think we're giving our country something to cheer about.
You know, that's funny. We had your coach on the morning show maybe 6 months ago, and that's what he said. He said he's trying to build a team that represented winning. Not always the best, not necessarily the best players. He wanted the best team that would gel and represent winning. He said America loves winners.
It's true. I mean, that's in our DNA. That's in our culture. I mean, you know, I saw a speech the other day. I believe President Biden spoke about it. Says that we own the finish line, and I think that very much resonated with me. And that, you know, America, we want to be the best at everything, and regardless of if it's our quote unquote best sport, our best export, whatever you want to call it. You know, I think we want to be the best. We want to perfect everything. So this motto, "Why not us?" is something that we've very much taken to heart, because the people have counted us out before, but we've always succeeded.
Who came up with that motto, "Why not us"?
Poch did, yeah. He came up with this motto. I think before this we were speaking about how he's kind of embraced this American culture, and I think over the last year and some change, he's very much understood what it is to be American, and it's to be ambitious, it's to be open, but ultimately, you know, like we said, we love winners, so it's about kind of instilling that winning mentality.
All right, take me through game day routine. You wake up tomorrow. What do you do?
I wake up tomorrow. I'm not a big breakfast guy, so I'll wake up and I'll probably get a coffee for breakfast. And then we'll have a pre-match meal probably around noonish. But right before then, we'll have a meeting, just kind of a refresher of everything. So like I said, it'll be a meeting, lunch, and then a little nap before the game, and then get ready to go to the stadium. I mean, it's pretty quick, but for me, you know, it's not something that I have a crazy routine about or anything like that. It's just doing the things that I do every day. Probably with a little bit more focus, though.
A little bit more focus.
Yeah.
Do nerves play a part in all this?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think nerves are a big part of it, but my nerves turn into confidence. You know, I think when you wake up in the morning feeling nervous about something you're going to do in that day, especially something of this magnitude, I think it's a really good feeling. It means you're doing something worthwhile. So for me, you know, I think nerves are very much a good thing.
What do you say to the 16-year-old version of you right now who's choosing between soccer and something else?
I'd say you're going to make the right decision.
What? You're not going to say choose soccer?
Yeah, I think so.
That's the right decision.
Yeah, definitely so.
There's probably going to be more people watching this match than any match in the history of American soccer. Is this the biggest match the American team has ever played?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. The biggest World Cup on home soil, knockout round against Belgium. I think this will be the biggest game in U.S. soccer history.
What does the Pacific Northwest soccer craze do? Does it give you an advantage?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say I've been to the Pacific Northwest before this World Cup, but it's always something that I've heard of. And I mean, every time you see Seattle play Portland in MLS, it's always a crazy game. So yeah, I think finally being able to dive into that Pacific Northwest soccer culture and feeling it, I understand. I understand those MLS games. I understand why people fear coming to the Northwest, because these guys, they're loud. And for us, of course, being the home team, it helps us out a lot. It feels like we have a 12th man out there. And during the whole Australia game, whether it was before the game, whether it was during the hydration breaks, halftime, it was amazing. And honestly, I mean, you could see the fear in the other team's eyes when they heard the national anthem. Yeah, of course, you hear the national anthem, 70,000 fans screaming it. On top of that, you have a flyover. Like, it's just like, this is what America is, And that's, I think, that game in Seattle, our game against Australia, was one of the best examples of that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Wow. And you're coming from the European League.
Correct.
So you've been in some big stadiums.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And this ranks on that level?
100%. I mean, this is something that, obviously, playing for your club team, it means a lot. It means the world to me. But I think something about playing for your country, in your country, at a World Cup, I don't think that can be reciprocated.
Has the U.S. men's national team learned anything from the U.S. women's national team?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the same mentality, the why not us. I think before the women won their first World Cup, people were asking the same thing. And so for them to go out there and continue to be successful, maybe this could be the start of our run and in success in the soccer world. So No, obviously our women's team, they're winners, and so I think that's the kind of mentality that we're trying to draw from them.